was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Oh, trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. They'll run on 1st down. T. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Chargers had 12-3 now on the year, and they coming on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Mix it up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. He took a great... And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. These two teams all tied after one. And the first play will be a field goal try. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, T. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. Teague, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Herbert. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Teague taken down at the 47-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Murphy. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down now. T. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He finds his man complete. It's Murphy. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, T. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he fires one incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side. T. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. T. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do it. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 64 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Chargers 35, Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, T. And he's out right at the 25. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as well. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. T. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down now, Teague. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yet.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. at 25.
42. Chiefs 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Chargers 42. Chiefs 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Herbert off of play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a give, right side. T, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 43 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
49. Chiefs 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.